Your beard is
No
definitely a
problem.
little more trim now than the last time I saw you.
Yeah, I'm more like a gentleman now, you know.
Yeah, that's right. So tell me about what's behind you. I see some like artwork and all sorts of things on the wall.
Oh, that's stuff from the kids and grandkids that
Yeah.
Robin puts up on the wall. Robin was the one that was with me. She is my date in the at the church and
Okay.
at the party.
Where did you grow up, Lare? Did you grow up around here?
Well, I was born here in Cincinnati. I was born at General Hospital. You know where that is?
Mm-mm. Is it
Well,
still there?
now it's called University Hospital.
Oh, okay.
But back in the beginning, it was General Hospital. I think there was a TV show, a soap opera, named after General Hospital. They had a picture of it and all that sort of stuff. But I was
Huh.
born here, and then when I was about 3 or 4, we moved down to southern Kentucky, McQuarrie County. And my dad was a coal miner. He had a part interest in a coal mine down there. And we lived down there until I was about 13.
Okay.
Then we moved back up here, and I've been up here ever since, except for my 4 years in the military when I was in England,
Okay. What branch of the military were you in?
Air Force.
Air Force?
I was
Okay.
an electronic warfare technician.
Wow. All right.
Sounds big and important. I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing. I just tried to shoot down those SAMs. That's all I knew.
From that season of your life, what brought you to getting into acting and all that?
I read in the paper that they're shooting a movie in Walnut Hills with Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise. And I didn't care too much for Tom Cruise at the time, but Dustin Hoffman I wanted to see because he was in my coming of age movie, The Graduate. And
Oh,
he
yeah.
gave the name of the family. It was an Italian family, and but they didn't give the address because they didn't want a lot of people around, you know.
Yeah.
So I went to the white pages. Back then we had white pages, and I looked up this Italian name, and there's about 5 people in the city that had that name, and only one of them was in Walnut Hills. So when I got off work that morning, I drove over there, and sure enough, here's all these big vans all over the place, people running around doing stuff, you know. So I ran home, took a shower, threw some clothes in a duffel bag I had, and I had a blue suit and a gold suit and a brown suit. And I put on the gold suit for some reason. Don't know why, but it's important later in the story. Went back over there, parked, walked down through there just like I own the place. And I grabbed one of the workers. I says, "What time are we going to start shooting today?" He says, "Oh, we're not shooting here. We're just getting things set up for later on in the week." Here comes the first lie. I said, "Oh my God, I'm supposed to be there. Where are they at?" So after they finished shooting the scene, this English lady came over. "May I help you?" And I pull out my player. I say, "I'm supposed to be here at 10 o'clock for a movie." She says, "Well, I would have been the one that called you, and I didn't call." Uh-oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead. I said, "Well, I don't know. My niece was living with me at the time." I said, "Well, my niece took the message. I don't know. I'm just here." She said, "But coincidentally, you're dressed like Dr. Bruner, and the stand-in for Dr. Bruner hasn't shown up. Would you be interested in doing that?" I said, "Yeah." So he signed me up right on the spot to be the stand-in for Dr. Bruner. And after it was all over, I said to myself, I says, "Man, you must be a good actor." So I got me an agent, you know, started acting. My first job was a Oil of Olay commercial. Now, you know, I've got 31 credits, movie credits, 14 stage productions, and over 200 commercials.
Wow. So what year was this that you wandered on to the Dustin Hoffman movie?
Uh, when was Rain Man? Did that come out in 68, 78,
88,
88?
1988.
Oh, okay. Well, that's when it was, 88.
You've been a part of a lot of productions, big productions, small ones, everything in between, I'm sure. So
I
tell
did
me what
everything from extra to background to
yeah.
lead. So
So tell me your experience then hearing about the Hope film and auditioning for that and what that experience was like for you.
well, off the bat, it sort of intrigued me a little bit. I got the script and I read through the script. I said, that sounds like something I could sink my teeth into. I like comedies.
Hmm.
I did a couple of science fiction things, but I like those too. But I like comedies and making people laugh.
Hmm.
And the character of Carl just seemed to intrigue me so much. I just thought that I can do a good job with that. So that's how I decided to go ahead with it.
Giving you all space to do that. Like I didn't direct you. I didn't give a ton of direction other than just here's what the scene is, and I like then seeing what you bring much better than me articulating. I want this, this, and this.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking, I said, well, I must be doing a good job. He's not saying much.
Yeah, I should have made that as a precursor for all the actors to say, I'm by nature very critical and detail oriented. So if you don't hear anything from me, that's a good thing, because I will speak up if I see something I don't like.
Yeah,
But I just,
the
yeah,
cast, I didn't find any fault with any of the cast. I thought they were all excellent.
yeah,
Uh, I was closer to some than others because I wasn't there all the time.
yeah,
But yeah, I thought they were all excellent.
yeah, absolutely. Well, we're excited about the premieres coming up. So we'll
I
have
have to.
yeah. So all of us who have been part of it, obviously, we'll do a VIP premiere first, and then the public premiere. The tickets should be on sale probably in the next week or so for the public premieres, and I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, you did a good job. I have to pat you on the back for that.
Thanks.
Been really
Yeah,
conscientious about that, and
yeah.
that's important. And you know, another thing that I really admire about you is that, and I don't know if you want me to say this here or not, but it appears like you're a Christian.
Hmm.
And I really like that. There's so much trash being dealt out from
Hmm.
Hollywood
Yeah.
that really it's steering people the wrong way.
Really from the leadership and the writers, everybody, the producers on it, we all come from that kind of faith background, and we wanted to make a movie that had some of those elements in it of goodness and hope, um, but still make it accessible enough to where it doesn't get labeled a faith-based film. It's just like, oh, this is a Christian movie, because it's really not. In fact, for most churches, they probably wouldn't show our movie, at their
Right.
church.
The gay thing in there,
Yeah,
that
the
probably,
gay, like, yeah, he was in the closet and is gay. There's a scene where he has his shirt off. There's some swearing. There's these, there's casual drinking, and there's all these things that just, to me, that's just normal life. And we wanted to make a story that was true to life and realistic while still having some boundaries. And so we were happy with that. That was all very strategic, like exactly how we wrote the script to make it accessible enough and doesn't have these like super in your face overt Christian themes that oftentimes they don't land on your audience because your audience never watches it. One person early on watched the movie who's a part of the editing process, and they were like, I don't know if I feel more hopeful at the end of it. And I was like, that's kind of a good thing, because the whole idea is not to give people answers, it's to make people ask questions. And so if people question, where does my hope come from? That's a good thing. And it's okay that this particular movie doesn't answer all of those questions for them. Cool. Well, thank you, Lare. Appreciate you so much, man.
well, you're certainly wrong.
Yeah. Yep. And we'll talk soon and see each other soon. See ya.
Bye now. See if I can figure out how to get out of here.